The crew worldwide, from Cali to Twitter, real hardcore fans, boxing ass niggas, consistency cops, police the views, we'll pull up receipts for any debate you choose. Shout outs to Clan Arky for the dope production. Ring Gang stay with the best discussions. Ring Gang Radio.
So we're going to switch gears, and get into some boxing talk, because of the big fight this weekend. This on Showtime, live on Showtime. Where if you want to pay for it to watch it in the comforts of your own home, it'll be $74.99. Or
yeah, that's more than a Floyd fight. This nigga ain't Floyd.
So that means there must be a great undercard for that, right?
Well, LB, yes, the undercard. Yes, so let's rattle off this undercard, shall we? For Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury. Yes.
Okay.
So yes, so let's go down the line. So the first undercard fight is Joe Joyce versus Joe Hanks.
Who that?
The fuck?
Who? Who?
Who? Alright, so hold on. So we know who. We already know the A side of that. That's the Joyce kid. Okay.
Right.
But that's not a title fight.
Nah.
Hank Hill? Who you say?
Joe Hanks, bruh. Joe Hanks.
It's okay.
He's only known for being. He's fought on a pay-per-view before. I think he fought on a Pacquiao-Macau pay-per-view. He got knocked out by Andy Ruiz Jr. in 3 or 4 rounds. Yeah. It's and he hasn't fought. I don't believe he's fought in about a couple years now either. I gotta double check that.
Really?
He gets on this card? That's crazy.
Damn, yo. So I got like a 6'4" heavyweight southpaw. He 23. Promoters like, hey, holla at him. Like,
put me on. I'll take a check. Shit.
For real.
Well, no, actually, my mistake. He did fight. Joe Hanks did fight this year. He fought like 3 months ago, give or take. But then no, there was a period where he was inactive from 2014 to 2017, and then since then he's had 2 fights. He had a fight 3 months ago, and then this fight coming up this Saturday. So pretty much he's most likely being brought in as a body, a jobber.
Okay, so second round knockout. If this fight goes longer than 4 rounds and it's boring, we should be getting like upset or yawning or rolling our eyes, like So that's pretty much the verdict of this one. So next.
No, but however, I can excuse this fight because Joe Joyce is an up-and-comer, and I always think that a pay-per-view should show give an up-and-comer some exposure. So, although I'm not crazy about the fight, I can
give him some exposure against a test or something. Like, at least let it be a showbox type of level fight. Like,
well, shit, the niggas only had 6 fights though.
Hey, look, man. Hey, you go into a store and you get rung up by a nigga who was his first day on the register, and you got shit to do. You know what I mean? Niggas in the car waiting. You know what I mean? You trying to get home? You trying to smash whatever? Fucking play 2K, whatever the fuck. Yeah, you patient, but nigga, you still want to get on with the fucking show, and it's like. This nigga, he's stumbling and he not fucking punching in the keys right. He fucking up the POS. You're like, dude, like, okay, yeah, I know it's your first day, but come on. And now this nigga sucking his teeth. He ain't humble. And you're like, oh, this nigga got an attitude. I'm here waiting for you. Like, nigga, that's this fight right here. Like, okay, yeah, he got 6. Okay, so hold on. So I'm supposed to be patient when you learn on the job. for me, for my amusement, that I'm paying $74 fucking for it.
Hell no.
Exactly. So next.
Yeah. So the next fight would be Luis Ortiz, versus Travis Kaufman. Now, Ortiz, of course, as we all know, I mean, earlier this year had a failed attempt to become heavyweight champion in this fight against Wilder. Some call it the fight of the year.
It was a good fight.
Most dramatic fight of the year, yes.
It was a good fight. I liked it.
Yeah, I was entertained. But it wasn't fight of the year. Nah, definitely not fight of the year. But
no, yeah, definitely was not fight of the year. Now, dramatic to me was Laura versus Hurd, because that final round was dramatic as fuck. It was more dramatic than Wilder.
Nah, but when Wilder was hurt,
Wilder was stunned, and everybody was like, "He's going down. This is it." That's what made it the fight of the year. It made it niggas like, "Damn, this might be it." That's what made, but then he came back.
Everything was in slow
and
motion.
Boom. Yeah, it was an amazing story. You tell it to your grandkids type of
I mean, like, there's this cat out there, Wilder Ortiz, that's more my speed. Like,
you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Ortiz will make his appearance on this card facing Travis Kaufman. Travis Kaufman, for the most part, has been fighting on PBC, on bounce cards. I think the last time I saw him fight on TV, he fought Amir Mansour on one of the bounce cards, and he lost that fight too. At that. So, and then his only other notable fight was Chris Arreola, which is a fight that
he dropped Arreola in that one.
Yeah, he dropped that one. And he originally had lost the fight to Arreola by split decision, even though I thought it was the other way around. But Arreola failed a drug test, so that got turned to a no contest. So Travis Kaufman hasn't really done anything since then. Like it hasn't been any noticeable fight. I mean, to my knowledge, I don't think he's even been on Bounce or FS1 lately. But hey,
he's better name value, but I don't know if he's gonna be the sternest challenge. Although we know he's decent, but this is what 3 rounds most? 5 rounds, maybe?
Well, it depends, because it depends how Ortiz wants, doesn't want to let him off the hook like he did with Malik Scott. If he does that, I mean, I would say about 5 rounds, give or take. But this is a perfect example of a fight that also should not be on this card, because the quality of this card, the quality of this fight is PBC on Bounce or FS1 type. That's the type of vibes. I feel
like Joyce and Kaufman would have been a better fight.
Yeah.
That would have been a statement for Joyce.
Exactly. That would, yeah. You can keep Ortiz for a Fox card or some other card. He's gotten enough exposure as it is. It's like
having a career mode fight. I know they're heavyweight fights, but I'm good. Like,
yeah,
give me something better than that.
Yeah, exactly. So next fight, which is the co-main event. Oh, so we're getting up there now.
Drum roll.
We have Jarrett Black Swift. Now, although it's Swift, I'm gonna call it Black Swift because we have to differentiate from this and the other Struggle Swift that's from Puerto Rico.
Goddamn.
So yeah, we have Jarrett Hurd, who is the unified IBF and WBA super welterweight champion. And he is coming off the best fight to have aired on Showtime overall.
Pretty much the fight of the year.
It's
or top 3.
Yeah, it's definitely top 3. Personally, I think Canelo Triple G 2 overtook it, but it's definitely a combination. It's definitely a combination to have. But I wouldn't be mad if anyone said that Hurd or Laura was fight of the year, because that fight was outstanding. It was You know, there was a near fade and everything. Like they didn't leave nothing on the table.
That might take some off your career. That type of compact, short type of punches Hurt was throwing. Lara with accurate, sharp counters. Like, niggas, that was a good fight.
Yeah, it was bruising, true bruising, where Hurd, had a shoulder injury, and he was unfortunately on the sideline, after he had to get the surgery to get it fixed. So we're getting his first fight since that war, and he is facing a British jobber, Jason Wellborn. And I follow British boxing, and I myself have never heard of this guy at all.
They should have just got Jason Bourne then. What the fuck?
Now, Jason Wellborn is 24 wins, 6 losses, has only 7 KOs, and has lost by KO 3 times in his 6 losses.
Damn.
So pretty much he has a jobber mode type of record. He has beaten nobody of notoriety. In fact, he's been KO'd by Liam Smith, and he has lost by decision by Matthew Macklin. Those are the big names on his record.
Wow.
Yeah. So we're talking. Yeah, so he'll be more. Based off that, you won't think he'd be a stiff challenge to Jarrett Hurd.
Yo, actually, this looks like it's gonna be the whole Canelo Golovkin shit, the rematch all over again, where we're gonna need like an hour between the fucking last undercard and the main event, and everybody's gonna be bored as fuck.
Right, and I'm gonna be forced to.
Any fight that's going the distance, or even gonna be entertaining like that.
And I'm gonna be forced to go and drink more, like I do with Triple G and Canelo too.
That's how they get you. Niggas, there's in liquor stock or something like.
And that shit was, and I remember how ridiculous that shit was, because when those 3 fights on that card ended like mad early, shit, I was like in the lobby, I was in the bar, lucky the movie theater I watched it had a bar. So I was over there just drinking, and I think I had like wings or something like that. It was ridiculous how much time I had to actually sit down there and calmly eat all that shit before I went to the theater. Well, I mean, there's one thing too. I mean, Hurd doesn't necessarily put a lot of these motherfuckers away early, so he may draw it out. Who knows?
Yeah, but I don't want to see struggle Hurd for 7 rounds, man.
Yeah, especially with this type of guy. And this is a co-main event. And this is the fight.
Yo, who was the genius who made this a co-main event? Like, literally, like, you could pick a fight off a World Star and have a better odds of having a better fight as a co-main event. Like, seriously, like, Hurd is that dude. Hurd is that nigga. Real talk. And he deserve an easy fight, but not that we gotta pay $75 for it.
Yeah, but I mean, if you want to do it, I mean, have him on a regular Showtime card, or have him on a lesser card, not on a pay-per-view card. It's just like it's just not the card for it. Because now if you're switching someone a lot better, then you can raise. But this guy, I mean. I'm very curious to see what his actual ranking is to actually be able to get to be in line for the shot.
It seemed like he probably ranked like 137 in the world or some shit.
Yeah, to me it's just like, and this was after the expectation, and I was thinking to myself, oh shit, they're gonna make LSC versus Gary Russell, and that's gonna be, because it seemed like that was gonna be the logical co-main event, because neither of them had anything scheduled.
That would have been the most lit fucking double header that you could have made all year if you would have had Leo Santa Cruz, Gary Russell Jr., and Wilder Fury.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was expecting
the motherfucking fight.
Yeah, I was expecting. I was like, okay, none of these niggas have fights coming up. I was like, so I'm good. This is the most logical fight that they would make in this pay-per-view, so they would get paid. But no, we got Jarrett Hurd versus fucking Jason Welburn. Yeah, and
there's no disrespect, man, to the fighters, man. Like, it's just, you gotta just look at it from the fan standpoint, man. This is a pay-per-view. Niggas just asking. This ain't 1999, 1995 when your uncle and your pops and all of them chipped in to get, you know, a Tyson pay-per-view, and you know you're gonna get some decent fights, and then you're gonna get a Tyson fuckery at the end, and you're like, okay, that was a good $55 spent. Nah, man, y'all niggas be asking for like $80, $70, $100, and then y'all niggas deliver some fucking damn Frito-Lay fucking damn undercard.
Hell nah.
Yeah,
but the main event though, that's worth 50, but not 75. Goddamn.
Yeah, no, and it's just like, yes. As we get to the main event, you know, we have Deontay Wilder, the WBC World Heavyweight Champion, versus Tyson Fury, who holds the lineal distinction at heavyweight, as he had never lost officially his belts in the ring or lost at all. Period. So it's a case of two undefeated fighters that claim to be heavyweight champion. LB, that's poetic on this fight.
It's my belt. No, it's my belt. Oh man. I'll be honest, yo. When this fight was first talked about, you know, was mentioned, I was like, man, like, and I fucks with Wilder. I'm a fan of Wilder. And Fury, I'm indifferent, you know. Fury, you know, he just fucking me on 100, like, and he could box for a big dude. So I'm, you know, his fights be kind of annoying, you know, just high, low, sometimes action.
Playful.
Huh? Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
You said, hold on, what did you say?
I said it was playful. He hella playful.
Yeah, goddamn, playful, like the perfect word to describe this nigga. So, I'm looking like, man, I don't know, man. Them two styles, and they might not kind of blend together. Like, we might have like a stinker type of fight until something big happens. And I'm like, if these niggas don't do the undercard right, then you might have a shitty night of boxing for like maybe 5 minutes worth of dopeness.
Right.
So I'm like, but no lie. This is one, and this is credit to Wilder's stardom and Fury's stardom. Real talk, because both of those guys are like natural stars. They're bigger than life. They come in the room, they personality, they talk shit. You listen to when they speak, and their personalities was like the perfect. They had the perfect personalities. Goddamn. To make a promotion, motherfucker, these peas, my nigga. They got the perfect personality. Perfect promotion. And the promotion is what's really saving this fucking event. Like the episodes, the all access, the press conferences been lit. Damn, Wilder going off on people, fucking Fury going off on Wilder. It's like shit was just lit the whole lead up to this fight. Fucking Billy Joe Saunders throwing chickens at Wilder's crew. Yeah. It's like just fuckery, man. Like, so I just kind of like was like, you know what? I fucks with this fight. I'm a boxing fan, of course. I'm gonna watch it and shit. I actually want to see what these motherfuckers gonna do.
Yeah, bro, what'd you think, man?
I think that this fight is gonna be crazy, to be honest. But I mean, I don't know. I think that this is a setup for Wilder just to be named the best fighter out right now. Because, you know, Fury coming back, I don't think he got it to stand with this nigga right now, because this nigga's on some other type of shit. I don't know what this nigga be taking, but he out to kill niggas. And the way he was talking about slavery in the press conference, I'm like, yo, this nigga, he's fighting for the people. This nigga fighting for the people. He ain't playing.
How can you not root for that? Like he, like I swear this Clash of the fucking Titans, my nigga. If these two guys ain't making the best lead up to a fight in years.
Yeah, the press conference making this shit way hype. I'm ready.
Bruh, yeah, I'm ready, dog. Like, the fight need to be now.
For real.
Yeah, no. I mean, my thoughts on this shit, like, yeah, the promotion has definitely been on point with the promotion. Why? Because it gets people to think about that and not think about the actual style, the possible style clash in the ring. Because you have Fury now, excitement. Fury and excitement, they don't mix, man. It's like oil and water, man. He's not
exactly.
He's not an exciting fighter to watch. With the exception of his fight with Steve Cunningham, I found most of his fights short.
That was a good fight.
Yeah, and only because and what made it more noticeable is that Steve was rocking Fury over and of course, you know, he dropped Fury with one punch, and then he was rocking him a couple more times in the fight before.
Bruh, that knockdown was like one of the most epic knockdowns at heavyweight, like in recent times. Like,
yeah,
when you see Fury fall, you was like, God, it's like a nigga knocked down a giant, bruh. Like, yeah. I knew it was rapid that day when I was watching that fight. I was like, oh shit, like the thunder was going off and lightning and shit. I'm like, the fuck, like, like.
Yeah, man. Like, I remember too. I was sitting right here in my living room. I was just watching this shit, and because I remember Fury was trying to play the bully role, shit like that. And then after that, you know, Steve came back there and just overhand right, bam, like he caught him right in the forehead. You know, that shit was epic for real. And then after that, the excitement was like, you know, damn, Steve will knock out Fury. But then, of course, unfortunately, Fury started using his weight advantage and his size advantage, and wore down Steve that way, and then knocked him out on some bullshit too. I didn't like that.
Yeah, that was a dirty knockout. I didn't like that knockout, but I mean, he used his God-given abilities, like and his advantages, his size. So, fight's a fight, man. Yeah,
and then you have Deontay Wilder. Now, Deontay Wilder, you know, he got the bronze medal in 2008 Olympics, but pretty much fought in utter obscurity. I mean, unless of course, you know, I mean, because he wasn't on any national televised shows. I mean, he was, as far as I know, he was never on Friday Night Fights or anything like that. Because he was down with Oscar, I believe, in the beginning. He was signed to Oscar. And I mean, pretty much he was just the guy.
If I may interject, I think his first fight highlight, or he was on the undercard. His debut was on the undercard of Jeff Lacey and Jermaine Taylor's fight.
But that wasn't the televised fight, though, was it?
It wasn't. They showed the highlights from it.
Oh, yeah.
And the point I'm making is, the guy in that fight, well, somehow they cloned him and made Wilder fight him like 27 more times. Then we got to like the Bermain Steven Staffer fight.
Yeah, you know.
And now here we are.
Yeah, no, like Wilder's been around for a minute. Like most people think Wilder's just like, you know, oh, he's like a new cat, like he's like an Anthony Joshua. No, he's been around for 10 years. He's been fighting for 10 years, you know. His until he fought not Lajkovic, the other washout, Audley Harrison. There you go. You know, he didn't really have any notable fighters that on his ledger. Then you know he had that. Then he had the Lajkovic knockout, which you know he gave Lajkovic a Caesar, and then of course, which was scary to watch considering the fact you know Lajkovic had already been put through the ringer several times.
Some real tough ass fights in his career. Seeing that fight live and dude was shaking, I was like, what the fuck? Like, damn, like, man, like I knew like this nigga Wilder got a fucking demonic right hand. Like his power is like,
yeah, it's ridiculous. And what it does is it masks a lot of his shortcomings. Like his boxing skills are not up to par. I mean, he's not a good boxer.
No. Hold on. 1 through 10. Rank his fucking boxing skills, nigga. We ain't letting you off the hook tonight, my nigga.
I give it a 5, like flat out. Nigga, he is not high level with his boxing skills. I mean, I'm sorry.
Wait. Hold on. So we said an Olympic bronze medalist. You're ranking his boxing skills as a between 1 through 10 as a 5.
Nigga, Arlie Harrison won a gold medal too, and I rank his even lower.
Facts. I can't argue that. You got me on that one. But I mean, damn, dog, like you got the hardest scale ever.
Yeah, but the thing with me is Wilder he doesn't have the Joshua's, at least, because Joshua's Wilder's been a pro for 10 years and he fights the way he does. He windmills. He's off balance when he throws.
Yeah, of course.
He doesn't use his jab all that much. He can get out jabbed. It's very basic too. Like, I mean, there's too many fights in recent time that he's looked terrible. Like the Gerald Washington fight was pretty much the way I was just like, are you kidding me?
He just looks like a street nigga in the ring. He'd be looking like you go to any hood, pull up, watch a nigga fight. That's Wilder. His hands, just throwing hands.
Yeah, and that's why when I say, but like I said, his power is just his right hand is his equalizer. It bails him out in these situations, and this is why, if you've heard me talk about him before, I always call him like the heavyweight Randall Bailey, because Bailey had that type of power too. He was able to bail himself out more often than not.
So what you rank Randall Bailey's skills then?
Randall Bailey's probably 5.
Damn, but hold on, one of them got an Olympic medal though.
What's that?
I said, but one of them got an Olympic medal though.
Yeah, and Bailey won belts in 2 divisions.
Nigga, there ain't no more divisions after heavyweight. What you want Wilder to do? for fight giants, nigga? Oh, he fighting Tyson Fury. My bad.
So what do you rank Fury's in? Fury's boxing skills, because I think Fury's a way better boxer than fucking Wilder, but he'll lose. He's gonna lose, but he's a way better boxer.
Yeah. Fury is a better boxer, but the thing with Fury is, like, offensively, he's just garbage to watch. He gets knockouts, but his punches aren't really.
He's just touching you.
They're not nice to look at. I mean,
All right, well, let me ask you this: can you be a better boxer than someone if you uppercut your own self in the face?
Fuck no.
I said Fury did that. I mean,
yeah, of course he did. Yeah, yeah, and it's where, and like, as much as I talk, as much as what I think about Fury and his Wilder and his boxing skills, I've never thought highly of Fury. I thought Fury was garbage back when he was like 270 pounds and doing what he was doing. Like, Fury was a fighter that I always thought would have gotten KO'd by now. And how he hasn't is a complete.
I thought Chisora was gonna do a little more, better against Fury than what happened.
Yeah, shit. I thought Vlad Klitschko would have KO'd.
Oh yeah. There you go. That's an obvious one, but I mean,
yeah,
before we got to that level.
Yeah. I was absolutely. I mean, yeah, I was. First of all, the fight was an eyesore to watch. It was it was horrid to watch. And then you have Vlad, who's, I guess, he was the smaller man, a rarity. And he was just gunshot, and he couldn't deal with movement, which was absolutely mind-boggling to me for him to actually watch him start panicking against Fury when Fury just, would go this way and that. You know,
But it's the age-old saying in boxing, man. You know, big niggas hate fighting bigger niggas.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and Vlad never couldn't adjust for 12 fucking rounds. Couldn't adjust to that shit. And then
Hold on, but he was a gold medalist, right?
Yeah. Vlad was
with 2 ring clips going down. But nah, really, the only reason I'm really doing that, playing devil's advocate and all that shit, just the one point I'm trying to make is like, we gotta stop underrating Wilder's skills. Cause anytime you could always knock a nigga out or land your best punch consistently against anybody you face, that's a skill in itself. To me, I feel like Wilder's skills are more like on a, like out of 1 through 10, I would say they like a 7.
39 times, right? He dropped 39 niggas, right?
Well, he didn't drop everybody. I mean,
one dude went the distance and he destroyed that nigga in the rematch.
And then one person he stopped, but he just couldn't knock down.
Oh yeah, okay,
yeah. That's the rarity right there. I mean, Wilder landed everything but the kitchen sink on him.
There's just some people that you just can't knock out, but Wilder even still finds a way to stop him. So, man, like y'all gotta respect that man's skills. But I'll be honest, to be objective, I know Wilder he's more polished now than I would say he was 5 years ago, hell, even 3 years ago. But he's effective in what he comes in to do on fight night, which is knock motherfuckers out. So he doesn't look wild, reckless.
But here's my thing with Wilder though, is when people act like he's doing something like basically he's like a Vlad in the ring, you know, and who I actually think can box. You know, it basically like he's I do think he's very one-dimensional. Like there's not a lot of wrinkles in this game. He knocks motherfuckers out. But if more people were honest with that in terms of the assessment of him, I wouldn't have the arguments I would have with people. But when people act like that's, you know, he's not bailing himself out with his power, which he is, you know, then that's when I'm like, apparently I'm the one who actually watches this motherfucker fight.
No, this is the thing. I think sometimes he bails himself out, but I just feels like the other nigga just ran out of time. Like Wilder just finally gets he lands his special punch. He just does it. Like I don't think it's bailing him out. Now some cases he may have been down on the cards, but how often is that? Like,
I mean, it's not, but let's put it this way. For as much, I mean,
struggling is not always losing. You know what I mean? Like, there's a difference.
But then also,
but he's not always losing.
Yeah, but it's one thing to be struggling, let's say, with like someone that's not on this level, and that's the issue I have. Like, he struggled with people who don't think is actually on his actual level. There's multiple examples of that, but he knocks them out eventually. Melina, there's Spilka, you know, and Gerald Washington of all people.
Okay, now out of all those fights, I would only say Gerald Washington was the only one who was winning rounds, and that fight only lasted like what, 4 rounds?
Oh, 5, I think.
5. Ooh, you won 4 rounds. Okay.
Yeah, Sabelka.
You didn't really expose a nigga.
But to me, Sabelka was one. I mean, he was actually out. To me, he was actually outboxing Wilder before he got careless and got put to sleep.
I don't think Spilka had some rounds, but I don't think he was winning that fucking fight. Like,
he was surviving. That nigga was surviving.
He wasn't surviving. No, he was in it. He just got his lights turned out.
He was doing a little of both. This nigga was outboxing Wilder in spurts, but he knew Wilder was just trying to land that one punch. So in a way, he was trying to survive. He wasn't trying to knock out fucking Wilder.
He was out throwing punches to keep him away because he knew he was about to get rocked. He knew Wilder was looking for his head.
And that's how a lot of these niggas fight Wilder. Like, and Wilder fights like it's only a matter of time. And some of these niggas, that's how they fight.
They're just watching for that one punch, and that's what he throws them off with.
And I think
they don't implement no game plan to really defeat that one punch or take it away from him.
Yeah, and because I mean the heavyweight skill set is, you know, in today's division is not really overall high anyways. So I mean there's not like a Chris Bird in there with, you know, there's not a heavyweight out there with head movement that knows how to move his upper body like that.
Whoa, hold on. Patscorpio had a Chris Bird. He had just gave Chris Bird some praise. You know, we doing a time capsule on that one. Okay, yeah. I we can keep going. We all got that. We got that one. Let's go.
But yes, you know, like I said, there's not any heavyweights out there that knows how to use the upper body and use like moves their fucking head. So it's just the same. So it's just like, I don't think a lot of these fighters know. I mean, unless they're saying, okay, yeah, Wilder doesn't hit as hard as he said he does, and then that type of shit, you know. But yeah, I mean, the thing that I don't see any heavyweight out there with the skill set to actually take away. Joshua might actually be able to do that. Joshua just needs a little bit more time. And I'm
Are you gonna give a guy with 2 belts and a gold medal?
Well, 3 belts. He has 3.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, 3 belts.
Yeah. But
dragon ass nigga. Fucking Africans. I swear, y'all. Oh man, but nah, you right. 3 belts.
Yeah, y'all stupid. But yeah.
Joshua was we gotta give him his props. You know, Joshua was the nigga we want to see the winner of this fight.
Yeah, we do, and hopefully the winner of this fight, whoever that may be, you know, they go all in for, you know, the ultimate unification. You know, get the 4 belts and millennial status and everything like that. Get it all, you know, in one big fight for 2019. And then, but how I see Wilder and Fury going. It's basically like whose struggle will show the most. I mean, pretty much, I think there's 2 ways. There's 2 possible ways this fight will end. Either Wilder KOs Fury or Fury decisions Wilder. I mean, that's pretty much the accepted.
No, it's going out in the knockout.
Dog, there's no way this fight is going a decision.
There's no way.
Let's put it this way: if it goes to the decision, that means this fight failed on the terms of excitement, and then there was a lot of bullshit.
No, it's not going decision. I feel like Wilder's looking for his head.
Yeah.
Wilder goes to fights not looking for a decision. Wilder doesn't want to go to a decision in any fight. In any fight he's been in, it's the point is a knockout. It's not to outbox him, not to last a couple rounds, not to take apart his game. No, this nigga's he's going in there to kill Fury. The nigga's lacing up to do that shit.
I mean, and that's what I mean. I think Wilder will eventually kill Fury, and it's not because of, and mostly it's because of Fury's. Because, I mean, Fury's been away, you know, for 2 years. I mean, because, you know, this motherfucker, when he won the belts, he decided he loved cocaine and food too much. So all of a sudden he developed some mental illness in his life. So he abused his body. He went up to like 300 people.
Who was his plug?
What's that?
I said, who was his plug? Like, where was he getting this shit? Damn, the mental illnesses and all. Okay.
Nigga went crazy.
Yeah, he went crazy, and that's what happened. It's like when you abuse your body like that, and you've been away for that long, and then all of a sudden you're coming back, and like I said, Fury's fights were not good. They showed that he clearly lost the step. He definitely lost step, and that's the reason why I'm thinking. Like I said, Fury could probably move all he wants. But I eventually think, like I said, this conditioning, it will get to the point where it's, you know, where Wilder will eventually catch up with him because
Wilder is in great shape. This nigga is never in bad shape. Fury looks like this nigga, you pulled this nigga out of a fucking home somewhere. Like, yo, Dad, you want to come box this week?
I mean, Fury.
Like, sure.
Fury had some moments where he was under like 255. I mean, he's been under 250 at least like 5 different times.
Probably in 3rd grade. God damn, that nigga big as hell.
He looks better in better shape now than I've recently seen him in the last couple of years. So I give Fury his credit.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing that he actually, he was up to 400 pounds and he's actually lost all that weight to actually get down to being under 260. And, how he does it, I mean, of course, that's where you had the PED talks come into play for him because he had a couple of incidents with PEDs. For all I know, he may have been using them, but got smart with how he was using them. But hey,
he's using them all right. That nigga
leveled up.
See, my thing is that if Fury, if Fury was like under 245, I'm like, okay, he's in decent amount of shape. He might actually do something. But like I said, I just think he abused his body a little bit too much during that little time away, and it's going to catch up with him eventually in this fight. It may not be early, but
I think Fury knows that, and I think being the competitor that Fury is, I think he's gonna surprise niggas with his power. I think he knows that.
Is this his first fight back or no?
Was that?
Nah, he had 2 fights back.
Yeah, he had 2 fights. Yeah, one was a bullshit ass fight. And then the other one was he went the distance, but it was, I guess it was just for him to get rounds in, but it wasn't like a fight.
He won them with ease, right?
I guess. I mean, it wasn't like his opposition put up.
You could call it that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, Fury needed a fight to me against a legit contender for me to say, okay, he's ready for. He's ready for Deontay Wilder, and he didn't get that. So, but hey, we'll see what he will do on Saturday night. So, and in terms of all that, so speaking of that, where you guys actually plan on watching this fight? How are you gonna watch this fight?
Shit, I don't know. I might go out to a bar and watch it. They charge niggas $40 at the door. I might feel like I'm in the mood for that, but hell no. I might just stream that shit. 74, I don't know.
And for that piss poor undercard, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I might hit up a bar that's showing it. Ale House or some shit.
Hope they showing the Showtime fight with Adonis Stevenson before that. That's the real fight of the fucking night, if we gonna be honest.
Oh yeah, and that's the fight where it's free. It's because they're gonna be airing.
That's gonna be on YouTube or Facebook.
Yeah, on Showtime's Facebook and YouTube, and I'm just like damn, we should be getting this on the pay-per-view. Like, this should be the co-main event, but unfortunately, Superman's issues, Superman's legal issues prevent him from actually coming into America to have these type of fights. So pretty much everything with Superman is either everything is there or it's a split site type of deal. And in this case, he has the possibly fight of the night on paper against Alexander Vazdik. Now Vazdik, who is undefeated, and again, part of the whole Ukrainian wave of fighters. That's the fight. That's the only fight I'm really anticipating. And hey, I'm happy that it's on YouTube, so I can actually, because I'm planning on going.
Hold on. Nigga, are you building a tree house? Like, what you doing?
Who, me?
Nah, bro.
What happened?
What you constructing, bro? Like,
I opened a can of soda, nigga. I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
Nah, cause I'm hearing all types of noises, distortions. Okay. But back to it, folks. Yeah. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem. But yeah, no, it's just That's the only fight I'm really anticipating because, like I said, Bosdick is pretty much. I honestly think, we'll probably end Superman's reign because Superman is the longest reigning champion currently in boxing. And I feel that his reign will come to an end on Saturday night. LB?
Damn, that nigga been champion for a long time. What, 2013?
Yeah, man. Held that belt for a minute. And this is the first year since 2013 he's actually had, he's actually been in competitive back-to-back fights on paper.
Oh man, but hey, I think and it's funny how you got Stevenson and Wilder, two of the sport's best punchers, fighting the same night. That's just crazy. Like, they legit got, like, I think the best one-punch knockout power in boxing.
Yeah.
They gotta be top 5, top 10.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, for sure. And like I said, it's a shame that Superman couldn't be on the pay-per-view. Because like I said,
that fight would definitely be, like, yeah.
Yeah, because like I said, I mean, with Superman on the pay-per-view, they probably could have really put some more thought into the undercard. But I mean, either way, I mean, I'm not paying no $74.99 for this shit. Nah.
So what's y'all predictions, yo? Like, so Rome.
I think
when the knockout coming, bruh?
I think all right, the first 3 rounds, Wilder's gonna go in there. He's not gonna be attacking like everybody thinks because he knows about Fury's defense and his counter. So it's gonna be a quiet first 3 rounds. Then he gonna get comfortable. And around that 5th or 6th round, he gonna knock that nigga out. That's my prediction, nigga. But the first 3 rounds gonna be slow as fuck, and I'm gonna hate it. But I know it. Because they both gonna be scared of each other. That's what it's gonna be.
Yeah, I honestly think it will end. I actually think it will end by the 4th round, give or take, for Wilder. I mean, because like I said, Fury's chin is suspect. It's not like it's like he has like steel in his jaw. It's very suspect.
But both these chins ain't like no titanium or no Wakanda metal or nothing. Like,
oh, definitely not. Yeah, no.
Wilder, but they ain't been hit like that. They ain't been.
When you got big niggas like that.
I mean, you'd be surprised though. I mean, a lot of boxers who have like this God-given otherworldly power, some of them have some very weak or suspect chins. It's like the catch-22. Like, you can't have all the advantages and the genetic advantages in the world. So you may be able to kill somebody with a punch, but God damn it, if you take a punch, you may go down too.
Real shit.
Balance.
So, I mean, pretty much we're all in agreement that we all think that Wilder will score KO on Fury at some point in the fight.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's gonna be a super driven. Look, you know what? I got 2 outcomes. I think these niggas is gonna be Hagler Hearns early. They just gonna start scrapping. Like, 2 big niggas just said, "Fuck it, no boxing." They just gonna go hell break loose, and somebody getting knocked out in the 3rd round. Either that's gonna happen, or we gonna get a little bit of what Rome's talked about, and a little bit of what Pat talked about. And it's gonna end somewhere in the 10th or the 11th when Wilder sees the fight is kind of going away from him, and he just go beast mode. He go to that next level, and he drive it home. I just hope we get something to talk about next week when we run the episode.
Exactly. Because I would hate to start bashing this fight. It was boring as fuck, or struggle filled. And I will do it too because that's real talk. That's how I do it. I don't mince words. So yeah, man. Like like I said, I'm planning on seeing it in the theater. Pay my $13.25 off fathomevents.com with my half off code. So yeah, that's gonna be the plan. I think I have $13 in my car somewhere, so that will work. So yeah, like I said, we hope
not as much as that undercard is worth.
Right? Yeah, man. So
that undercard, you could have got that for a fucking Powerade and a fucking Honey Cheetos, nigga.
Yeah, all I know is, like I said, though, I mean, I've watched shitty cards in theater before, so I mean, it's tradition, So we'll see what see what'll happen. But so yeah, man, that
they really broke the bank on that one. Niggas got paid the damn savings bond and some Swiffer sweets, like. Promoters, y'all gotta do better on these pay-per-view undercards, man. That's all I'm saying, man.
Right. Like I said, because 2019 is around the corner, and that shit is not gonna fly. I mean, me and LB already talked about the PBC rollout. Like,
y'all better stack that fucking Broner Pacquiao card. Y'all better put on a worthwhile damn card on that shit.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to pay for that shit, but you better give me a reason to actually part money, on that shit for real. Fire your matchmakers. Get their minds right. You know what I'm saying? Let them know that the doc's
don't go down to the loading dock of Dollar General or fucking Salvation Army to find motherfuckers to damn fight.
Exactly.
Y'all
exactly, man.
Let's just hope they're good fights.
Money.
Let's hope they're good fights, because I'm trying to have a good night on Saturday. I want to see some good fights.
Exactly.
I've been waiting on this.
We all want to have a good night. We all want to have something to talk about, straight up. So yeah, I mean, that is the end of our show for tonight. Rome, do you have any final thoughts?
Wilder, do it for the niggas, man. Hold us down. I want to see you win. One of the greatest heavyweights I've seen, young nigga. Haven't been seeing that many boxers, but he's the greatest I've seen. With that right hand, crushing niggas' skulls. Win that shit, nigga. Win that shit.
That's what it is. LB, final thoughts, bruh?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I just needed a beat to drop after he said that shit. God.
Well, shit, you can sample it though. I mean, you can sample that shit.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Remix. Y'all don't want that Clash of the Titans. That's your heavyweight theme song right now. So y'all check that out.
Hell yeah.
That's what it is, man. Pretty much my final thought, man. Well, I don't really have any final thoughts. I said a lot of shit today, man. So. But I will have, but as always, man, like I said, because and that's real talk, because like I said, it's real, we talk about it. And yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to have some more real talk for you in the next coming weeks or so, because December is going to be pretty lit for fights and whatever. So definitely going to bring you that hot shit that you want and need to hear. So for myself, for Rome, for LB, I'm saying, I'm Patscorpio Shutterworth. Yep. Shutterworth, the GOAT artist. Gotta make sure, because my man is the most talented artist out there. Y'all need to read his hood comics, man. Them shits are real talk.
Funny as hell. Them shit's real as fuck.
Exactly, man. Like, I read that and I feel at home. You know what I'm saying? So y'all need to get on this wave, man.
Appreciate it.
This ring game radio wave, man. It is a movement. It's a stay movement. So, watch out.
Coming soon.
Get down or lay down, nigga.
Ring game. I beat.
Yeah. So yeah. But yeah, until next week, man. Y'all have a good night out there, and peace.